Hey there, Miss Throwback here with PlayLegit.net, and today we need to take a serious moment to talk about a serious system, the Virtual Boy console. There were many a great game on the Virtual Boy console if you could hold back your nausea, but seriously, they were awesome, so we wanted to make a top 5 list of our Virtual Boy games. Number 5 on the list has to be Mario Clash. As always, Mario is tasked with killing the enemies on screen in a 2D side-scrolling format with some added puzzle elements. The difference in this game is that Mario is using Koopa shells to defeat his enemies. He can throw them left to right on the screen or away and towards the player. As is with any good Mario title, our hero will eventually come across fireballs, spikes, increasingly difficult enemies, and a whole slew of setbacks. Many of the enemies take different tactics to kill. They may only be able to take damage from like a certain side or take more than one hit. Mario Clash isn't without its negative points. Due to the fact that there is no save feature, the player must start his score and level system over every time the game is booted. Even with this setback, it's definitely worth a play if you can even get your hands on it at this point. Telero Boxer is made by the same company that created Punch-Out and is the only available boxing game on the Virtual Boy console. Ironically, Real Steel the movie was released, the topic of which was that people entered their robots into boxing matches for cash instead of boxing themselves. Telero Boxer uses this same theme and enters robots into the ring to do the dirty work. The game is played in first-person perspective, and the player can throw right or left punches, step side to side, and duck up and down on the screen. Just like the days of Punch-Out before everyone figured out the secret to winning the game, the difficulty level is extremely high. I enjoyed the game thoroughly, and I feel it was meant to be set at a higher difficulty as the developers are trying to give you a more realistic feel. Even the graphics are impressive and pretty groundbreaking for the time. Number 3, Galactic Pinball. Galactic Pinball is one of my favorite games in the Virtual Boy library. It's such a simple title. As the title suggests, the player's pinball table floats in space. Instead of using a traditional pinball, the player uses a space puck. Along with the interactivity of the actual machine as you're playing, the backdrop and foreground dance around the screen. Samus ships fly across the screen, alien and UFOs make appearances, and comets shoot across the table. Having 3D visuals makes this game feel like you're really playing a pinball machine. Number 2 on our list, Jack Bros. Jack Bros is a top-down 2D adventure using one of the 3 Jack-o'-lantern, Jack Skeleton, or Jack Frost to crawl through the dungeons. The use of the Virtual Boy 3-dimensional rendering isn't used hardly at all in this game, but nonetheless, it's quite impressive. 3D is limited to being able to see the next maze below the one you currently float on. Traveling through multi-floor mazes becomes quite a task and truly involving. Another huge positive point to the game is the music and soundtrack, something that's hard to find with this console. The music is excellent and the mazes become a fun challenge, something you definitely don't want to miss out on if you can help it. After attempting to steal some loot, Wario finds himself plummeted down a shaft underground. Wario must make his way back up through the network of caves, coming ever closer to the surface. Wario must take the elevator from the end of one level to the beginning of another, fighting off bosses and completing bonus levels along the way, collecting hearts, coins, hat power-ups, and keys within 20-minute time limit of each level becomes an absolutely addictive experience. As an added perk, the game automatically saved between each level. Wario's hat power-ups are tons of fun too. Fire breathing, butt stomping, and eagle gliding add a promising flair to the game. The level design is top of the line. Many of the hats must be used to proceed through the caves and puzzles. They greet you frequently. Wario Land is without question the top game for Virtual Boy and a contender on one of the most classic titles of all time. Many people missed out on it who didn't have a Virtual Boy, but if you ever have the chance to go back and play this gold piece, please take it. Many of these games are really hard to find now unless you're a big-time collector or have some way to download these titles and play them, but they're definitely worth a playthrough if you ever get a chance. As always, this is Miss Throwback with PlayLegit.net, bringing you the top 5 Virtual Boy games of all time.
Wait till they get a load of me.